Oh, it's turned on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Today we're going to talk about Jurassic Park, Jurassic Universe, and dinosaurs in general. This is by popular demand. Our loyal subscriber Scott Walker has talked about Free Willy, Avatar, the movies in the 90s, and Jurassic Park. But we decided to hit on Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we thought it was a good idea to start talking about these 90s movies. And what better movie than Jurassic Park?
Very true, very true.
Iconic 90s movies.
Oh, but warning ahead, not only spoilers, but we will talk about adult contents, including sex, violence. So if you are under 16, please come back later. We're not worried about being demonetized because we don't... Whatever. What's up, ZZ? So we're just gonna talk about we're gonna talk some shit, yeah. So Jurassic Park. I mean, you want to go first or shall I go first, Won-Jin?
I mean, you know, the first time I watched the first Jurassic Park, I watched it in the theaters. I was like 7 years old. I almost shit my pants. It was so terrifying. You know,
does it make me a sick bastard if the first thing I remember is that guy getting eaten in the bathroom?
Yeah, I also remember that. The guy who ran away and hid in the bathroom and gets devoured by the T-Rex.
The chubby fucks.
Yeah. Well, not the chubby guy. He was the driver of that the tour car.
Oh yeah.
The fat guy gets attacked by those like the guy with the
poison spitting one.
Yeah, that's the scarred thing, and he kind of tries to get away with the DNA samples of those dinosaurs, and his Jeep gets stuck in mud. Yeah. But the guy who gets eaten by the T-Rex, I still remember him. I also remember the most memorable ingrained scene in my brain is the scene where the children get chased down by raptors in that kitchen. Yeah. And it was so terrifying because not only was it well shot, but I was also a child. I was 7 years old. And I like, without knowing, I empathized with them so much. I actually felt like I was being chased by the raptors.
Listen, Won-Jin, though, I gotta make a confession. Ever since Scott Walker mentioned it, I still can't watch Jurassic Park Original 1. You know why?
Why not?
Because there was like the scientific, the science community now claims that dinosaurs are from like ancestor of birds and they have feathers. So I can't watch the original without thinking of feathers. Like, imagine T-Rex with chicken feathers all over it and chasing the car.
That would still be terrifying, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's still funny as fuck, though. Don't you think it's still funny?
Yeah, it's funny until it eats you. Or you see someone else.
No, I guess the feathers when they drop, they're like crowbars. So you got hit by a feather, right? Because they're big. But what I'm trying to say is like I can't watch it like the same way I used to, man. Like
because remember, chickens, we eat them after they've been killed. But have you ever met like a rooster out in the open?
Yeah, they fight.
They're gangster as hell.
No,
they kind of semi-fly. They try to claw your face.
No, Won-Jin, let me tell you something. Now that you mentioned pigeons, do you know that Korean pigeons on the street, they fight each other too?
Oh, really?
Like the males,
they always give me this vibe of like organized crime. They're like a syndicate or something.
No, but Zizzy, ducks are a little different. The ducks is like they're usually fighting between the couples are fighting, the male and the female. But like let me tell you something about pigeons, man. Like, I have a video I'll show you later. I filmed it because I was so shocked. Like, these two pigeons, like, right next to two cars that has been parked for a long time. This is a very, like, blue-collar neighborhood. I swear to God, those two pigeons were fighting over that street corner. Like, and one guy kept winning and hit him the other head in the peak. And the other guy kept coming back. Like, it's on, dude. And then they kept going, go, 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 go. And then like, no, but you could tell that those kororo were not nice words. They were saying some nasty stuff to each other. And the funniest thing is the other pigeons are like congregating next to them. And you know how pigeons look at them like this? They don't look at them. They're like, they're all checking it out and see how the fight goes. So I was just like shocked. And then it's one of those things where it kind of explains human behavior, but because not every one of our fights is for like food.
Yeah, and now you said that it's pretty gangster, and it was funny, but imagine those pigeons being blown up in size by like 15,000 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Even in feathers.
No, because if a T-Rex goes go, it's going. So it's like you know how like a cat roaring, like cats can't roar, but like a lion's roaring is different. So that'll be terrifying though. No, but like now that we mentioned that, I wish the T-Rex would peck them to death.
Oh
like,
man,
peck them and then
that's even more terrifying.
Yeah, peck them so the half gets cut off, so he picks that up and swallows it and pecks it down again. Instead of like because those teeth are not for chewing, man. Those are for ripping. So I think like the way they would kill a human being is actually like pecking them and then picking them up and chewing them and just saying that was like one popcorn to them. I'm still
hungry.
Like,
I'm gonna be hungry in 10 minutes.
No, but I gotta say though, like for me, hey, let's go for the favorites though. Like. Yeah, you have some rich managers. Thank you, Zedzi. Like for me, like the first Jurassic Park and the revival's first Jurassic Park are like the best movies for me.
Oh, you mean the first Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta be honest. Like the first Jurassic World, I did love. I liked it.
Well, I think for me, my favorite Jurassic World was, I think, the second one.
Really?
Was it the one with the lava flowing down?
And then the second one was the smaller one.
And then, like, there's that scene where the supposed villain of a dinosaur crawls up the house.
Yeah.
Was that the second?
That's the second one.
That one's my favorite. That was my favorite.
The second one has the smaller, genetically modified one,
which is also like smart, really intelligent, and also deadly at the same time. Yeah, that one was my favorite.
Yeah, like I like the first one better though.
The first one kind of reminded me of like Jurassic Park 3, where the Velociraptors were like supposedly like super intelligent beings, and they tried to like communicate with everything.
No, but I thought the Star-Lord and the Raptor communication was really interesting.
Blue?
Yeah.
Blue, was it?
No, because like the first one, I like the T-Rex wannabe, and it was such a good like homage to the original one, because he gets his ass whooped by Tyrannosaurus Rex and like the sea dinosaur.
Yeah.
So that was actually quite fascinating.
The second one though, I think it also started off strong. Wasn't it like the one where they were trying to like approach this control panel or something, and in the rain and from the dark we see that big predator coming out.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we believe that maybe this guy is finally okay, this big ass like sea dinosaur jumps out from the water and eats him.
Yeah. No, but the second one I had a problem with the human child, like the clone child. They had the clone child.
Oh yeah, I didn't really mind. I didn't really pay attention to that because I was so invested in the dinosaurs.
No, but that didn't go anywhere in the next
that's
one,
true.
Right? Yeah, like, so.
He I mean, she was supposedly like a grandchild of the guy who made the Jurassic Park in the first Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah. I thought that went a little too crazy though. Cuz like the first Jurassic Park is like it's a simple tale.
Yeah.
You know, like I love simplicity like that. And I thought the Jurassic World, the first one, was also a very simple tale where they're trying to revive Jurassic Park, except this time to make it more exciting, they make a genetic freak. But that's like it's like a commentary on the movie industry and capitalism in general. How like the entertainment industry tries to. So I love how the movie was satirical about its own producers, like its own like backers. So I thought that was clever. But the second one, I just did not like the little child.
That the child story reminded me. I mean, it gave me more of a feeling that it was like a Japanese video game. Yeah. Instead of like
so I didn't like
a Hollywood
that.
movie.
I didn't like that.
Yeah. It's kind of like while you're playing the game, you discover this new secret and stuff. It didn't really, like you said, didn't go anywhere. I was more fascinated with that genetically modified that raptor thing.
How did he die? He got eaten by the big one, right?
I think that's how he died.
Hey, isn't also the Jurassic World the first one where finally we get those like flying chickens?
And it attacks the helicopter and it kills the CEO guy or something.
Yeah, the CEO dying was a shame because I love the actor, the Indian American actor. He's fantastic.
It kind of
the pterodactyls like running around. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it showed me how terrifying they could be.
Yeah, but the second one. What about the original? Like, let's go back to the original Jurassic Park. What makes you think? What do you think makes it so endearing to us?
I think the first thing is how advanced the CGI was back then. Because remember, this is from like 1993, I think, 92, 93, and up until that point, movies that featured CGI had such. I mean, at the time, it was the best, but in the perspective of
hindsight,
people living in 21st century, it was horrible. It's kind of watching that knife fighting scene of like Dune, the movie from the 1980s, where you see this like big block of polygon just like moving around. So there were two movies that truly shocked me as a child with CGI. One was Terminator 2 by James Cameron, 1992. The second one was Jurassic Park, because it gave me the feeling that this was not like a movie prop. It really felt like it was a real live dinosaur.
Hey, and like, what is up with Steven Spielberg and being hunted? Do you think it's because like the Holocaust? Because he's like, he made Jaws and Jurassic Park.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to ask his
psychologist.
therapist.
No, I was just making a joke.
We're gonna have to talk about this to like his psychiatrist if he has one.
Maybe it has to do with that though. Like, it's so funny how
I don't know. I think he just enjoys suspense.
Okay, yeah, that's a simpler answer.
Even when we watch movies that are not like like a thriller in general, even adventure movies like Indiana Jones, you watch the second one, The Temple of Doom. We see that like that really intense scene, the Kalima scene where the guy takes the heart out. Yeah, that gives us a lot of like thrill and tension.
Yeah, he's so good
he likes to build that kind of tension up.
Yeah, he's so good at touching like Zezzy just said, everything about it is so accurate, even the quality of sound. He's so good at using the five senses to like really hit our nerves.
Yeah, even in when T-Rex first escapes from the cage, we see that shake, that vibration in the water cup.
The build-up is amazing. Yeah,
that was a great touch. Which that scene is also parodied in a lot of like other comedies and stuff.
Oh, and when it chases the car, that's one of the most terrifying thing ever.
And Steven Spielberg always remembers to like put a little bit of humor in it, because as the Jeep is being chased down by the T-Rex, we see in the mirror like objects are closer than they appear.
In the mirror. That's so smart. Yeah. So and then like no, but like one of the great thing about Jurassic Park is like T-Rex is the main character almost. Like I'm assuming it's a he. He is just center stage.
Yeah.
And
oh man, and not even like the chasing part, but before the chasing part, remember the scene where the children are first attacked by the T-Rex?
Yeah.
And Sam Neill and the other adults are just like sitting in the car just watching them get attacked. That is also like a really, really well executed sequence, I think, because we see T-Rex so close, so up close, and I love how he puts in like these elements where they can manage to not outrun but outsmart the T-Rex.
Hey, Won-Jin.
I think they said that T-Rex have really bad eyesight, so if they stay still.
Hey, let me tell you something. You know what would be funny? Let's say we revive a real T-Rex, right? And you and I are in a van. Let's say we honk twice and it runs away. That'd be fucking hilarious, right?
It's freaking terrifying. Like, whoa!
It's like, what the fuck
was this? I've never heard that sound before. Who is that roar?
No, because don't you think, like, because like I'm just speaking out of turn here. Because if you see safari videos, you see animals look at cars like it's invincible all the time. Like it doesn't register. So it'd be so funny if you honk twice and the Tyrannosaurus just freaks out and runs away. I mean, and then this is all guesswork too, though. Like, but I know what you're saying though. Even the hands are so weird. Like one of the, I mean, and then like. Now that we have more data, though, we know that there are more terrifying dinosaurs than Tyrannosaurus Rex in terms of like size and what we can guess, right?
I mean, I think let's talk about the first original trilogy. I think that's one of the downfall of like the sequels because they always try to bring like a dinosaur that, like you said,
you're saying one up the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, they try to like ante up every time, but it doesn't really work because the first T-Rex was just so iconic.
Yeah, we have an emotional investment.
Yeah, we don't want the T-Rex to lose.
Yeah, no, but like, hey, this is just my personal opinion. One thing I would have loved is like a like a herbivore. Excuse me. Like a herbivore dinosaur doing some gangster shit. Go ahead, you talk.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You need some water?
No, I'm good. Excuse me. Like, I do think like in the second Jurassic World there was like a Stegosaurus versus a carnivore thing, but I would have loved like more dinosaur on dinosaur violence. You know?
It would be refreshing if we have.
No, thank you.
If we have like the lead characters get chased down by like a gang of herbivores who are just pure evil. They want to kill for fun.
Yeah.
And like a carnivore, they're saved by a carnivore who tries to eat one of them. That would be actually more terrifying.
Yeah. You know what I would have loved? I would have loved 2 T-Rex, and one of them has like a blind eye, like so badass, like. Humans did this like a cobra.
Just like, from Planet of the Apes.
You know what freaks people out? When animals are smarter than we think. So I would have loved like a 4th Jurassic World where one of them is like basically Tyrannocoba, and then he's like he's not even genetically modified, but he uses a small hand to open the key door. And then he just causes rampage.
And what would be even more terrifying is like throughout, like halfway through the movie, we believe that the other eye is blinded.
Yeah.
But then like one key moment when it's like pretending to sleep and the humans are like feeling safe that because on their side is like the scarred eye, but he suddenly opens the eye.
Yeah, no. Hey, that actually makes sense because let's say it's scarred, right? But it opens and the iris is all white, but like one of the like the side character says his vision is repaired. Because it makes sense because reptiles have regenerative qualities that we don't understand, right? For people who don't know, animal regenerative like ability is different from humans.
And the cherry on top would be like one of the dinosaurs being able to speak through its vocal cord, just like in Planet of the Apes.
Fuck you, man! That's too much.
And the first thing is,
I'm sorry,
the first word from the dinosaur is not no. Instead, the dinosaur says, "Fuck you."
No. That's too much.
It understood everything the human said, and it was dying to say those 2 words.
Hey, I have a better idea. Fuck your idea, by the way. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Like, really, fuck you. But my thing is, like, you know how, like, chimpanzees can do chess? So I was just thinking, like, the Tyrannosaurus, like, solves a problem that people think they can't. Like, you know how they open doors and stuff? Or they go around, like... Oh, here's a great idea. Like, the GPS shows, like, the map. And... the people think that the dinosaurs can't find the 3rd way that they've been hiding. There's a 3rd tunnel that can lead. But the dinosaur, like from GPS, like satellite image, it pauses. But it suddenly just disappears from the satellite image.
That's like Alien 2 stuff. Yeah, Aliens, yeah.
That's better than your fuck you. Fuck you. John, you ate my last cow meat. You said it was going to be A grade. That's like a comedy now.
Fuck you, Hammond.
Oh,
those are like the first words.
The T-Rex you see in Lost World, the one they brought, is actually the father T-Rex, and he rescued his son from Peter, John Hammond's nephew, when oh, okay, that's funny. No, but hey, Scott Walker, I read somewhere that like Tyrannosaurus like are carnivores too. Like I mean, they do cannibalism. So if they don't have food, like because a lot of fossils of adult Tyrannosaurus shows like baby Tyrannosaurus in their like digestive system.
It's kind of like polar bears.
Yeah,
and I think they're I think they really have no choice because they're so big in size. I'm pretty sure they're very high maintenance.
Oh shit, Zezzy loves your ideas. We're gonna eat you like chicken. Listen, if God was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, we'll be fucked. How dare you portray me that way, bitches? these hands, there's a reason. And then
and that's something like truly like really sophisticated with it.
Yeah, no, not just that, but it just pulls out like ET. And then he starts to do the cube, like Rubik's cube, and then he throws it away, pulls it back, and then he says, like some shit like that.
And also, it's like he certainly puts his tiny glasses on. It's like, I can type 200 words a minute too. It's like,
yeah. In Jurassic World, the raptors we see in Jurassic World are very good, but they're a fifth raptor. But this one looks very similar to the raptors from the first. They have to put her down being aggressive. Yeah.
I remember when The Lost World was first advertised. I was so hyped up because I remember it was like mid to late 90s. I think it was 97 or 96 when The Lost World first came out. And because the first Jurassic Park was such a success and it was so huge, and basically like started this like sensation where all children were obsessed with dinosaurs. They like memorize all these, like they learn and memorize different dinosaurs' names and everything. Just like how kids in the early 2000s.
And you know what happened, Won-Jin?
Pokemons.
No, let me tell you something, Won-Jin. And then came a new fascination where what if these dinosaurs got guns and then we put guns in their arms and then they suddenly became Transformers.
Yeah, I mean, even Transformers had those like dinosaur characters. Dinosaurs were the shit. But anyways, so The Lost World seemed very promising when it was first starting to be advertised. I was thoroughly disappointed with The Lost World, even as a child.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, there were some good scenes.
Is that the one where
they bring that dinosaur to San Diego?
No, but I mean, the Australian actor has a nightmare and he sees the raptor in the plane. Which one is that?
Oh no, I don't think that
is that the third one?
The second one is like this hunter guy. He's obsessed with hunting down a T-Rex because he always wanted to like hunt down like the most deadly predator, just like the guy from the second Jurassic World. The guy who collects the teeth.
No, but you know what the problem is? Like Steven Spielberg, like the first Transformer, makes it about family and love. He puts it at the heart of it. But once there are sequels where his involvement in the next project is limited, they always try to pull away from that.
Yeah, and it just becomes like something very commercialized.
Because like even in like, let me tell you something. Even the first Terminator, it's really about John Connor and the mother and about the unbirthed child, and it really hits that human nerve. Because I thought the first Jurassic Park was like Tyrannosaurus Rex was a metaphor for nature and about how humans cannot control it, and then so it was entertainment that had that big message in there. It's about our limitations, like because the dialogue keeps coming up that it's foreshadowed that we really can't be doing this. We're disobeying natural law by reviving these dinosaurs, and there's going to be big trouble. And so it's like a complete story, like thematic wise. But the latter project just becomes about like popcorn entertainment.
Yeah,
So that's why I like Jurassic World: The Revival, because I thought it was really mimicking the first Jurassic Park on trying to make more of a commentary about humans, about our lives, about capitalism, about entertainment, about access. Like how we do the dumbest thing for greed and fuck with things we shouldn't have fuck with. So that's why I love the first two. And then now that you brought Lost World, now that I remember the plot, I can tell you I didn't give a fuck about the plot.
Yeah.
All I remember is the dinosaurs running around.
Scott Walker, I was 5 years old when I first saw The Lost World. My mom took me to see it in the movie theater. I was like, because I was a real dinosaur fan back in the day. And yes, The Lost World came out in 97. With your guys' honest opinion, do you think they will ever bring dinosaurs back to life, like in Jurassic Park movies?
Shout out to
Ichano, what's up?
Shout out to Ichano. You guys should read War with Newts by Carol Capek.
But to answer Scott Walker's question, I've always thought about this question. Would it be possible to bring back dinosaurs in real life? I think maybe in the near future it would be possible, but from the fact that we still haven't managed to bring back, mammoths back to life, whose DNA samples are much better preserved than dinosaurs, I think we still have a long way to go. But another thing I was always bothered by Jurassic Park was the fact that, even if we do succeed in replicating like their DNA and make them hatch from their eggs, people forget, but it takes decades for these dinosaurs to grow in full size. But somehow in the movie, they have the dinosaurs in full size within a couple of years, which doesn't make any sense.
Hey, I gotta be honest. I don't think it's possible in the near future. I think, even when they clone like sheep, don't they have to like put it in a sheep body or something?
I think so. I think there are a lot of complications.
Yeah, I don't know how that will go.
I don't know. Maybe they will make like this like gecko dinosaur hybrid egg or something. I don't know.
Oh, the book is all about do not mess with reptiles. No, I'm glad you brought I'm glad you brought that up because reptiles, like every animal in this world is fascinating. Hey, Scott Walker, I would say this. Instead of worrying about reviving dinosaurs, I think we should focus on preserving the animals in Africa right now. Like, because they're giving us incredible, valuable knowledge. So I think, like, if we can, for us to think about reviving dinosaurs, I think we have to show effort on preserving the animals that are living. Because a lot of them already have incredible data. But hey, don't fuck with crocodiles, man. Crocodiles are the most vicious, like, they're like, how those, like, some of those animals, it's almost like we can't give them personality because it's almost like they're born for that function. You know what I mean? Like, crocodiles are like that to me. Because if you see, like, crocodile videos, like, they get their arm chopped off and they don't even blink. And then they...
or maybe they're not capable of blinking.
They are capable of blinking. I'm sorry. Like, you show facial expression.
Maybe they're screaming in the inside. Oh, fuck my arm!
No, but I'm pretty sure they're hurting because, no animal goes easily.
They made a new Jurassic Park video game. It's called Jurassic Park Survivor, and it's definitely canon.
They have a long way to go, but it's not safe, and they know a lot of things that could go wrong if they write down, but there are still no many. I don't know, though, like, I think, hey, guys, this is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. I think our human priority should be to replicate ourselves first, so we can get some, like, donations for our organs and stuff.
Sounds just like the Michael Bay movie. What's it called? The Island.
Oh, Island. Yes. Hey, you want to talk about? Hey,
that was a great movie.
Don't disrespect Michael Bay. Island was awesome.
That was an awesome movie.
Yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for him that the movie.
No, Won-Jin, I have a theory. I'm sorry to cut you off. I have a theory. I think after that, Michael Bay just said, "Fucking capitalism, baby." He was just like, "This disrespect I'm getting."
Okay. You thought, maybe that's true.
Yeah. Oh shit! I made The Rock, and then you disrespect. Like, because the review for that was horrible for Island. But when I watched it, I was like...
do you remember? We watched the movie together. I watched The Island in the theaters twice.
Really? Yeah, I thought it was a great movie.
That was a good movie.
Oh, there's one next movie starring Don Lee, kick Croc's ass. Yo, let me tell you, hey, ZZ Scott Walker channel, if you see a croc, run. Do not fuck with the crocodile.
Even when they're crawling on land, they're actually pretty fast.
Hey, man, every animal is faster than you think. Like, every animal.
Do you know that a hippo can run 100 meters in under 8 seconds?
Hey.
A giraffe can run it also under 8 seconds. They're faster than Usain Bolt. So you have basically, when they're chasing you have no chance.
Hey, a bear chases you, you're dead. Do you guys think the Jurassic Park movies do prove humans and dinosaurs can't coexist? That these movies do prove that human... hey, listen, Scott Walker. We're already proving that we cannot coexist with any animals except those ones that obey us. Yeah. Like dogs, because, like...
we're expanding. We're taking, like, the habitats away from these animals. Bats, especially. Wonder why we had COVID? We're basically, like, infringing their rights if they... in their world,
we don't even have to go there.
We're taking away their land.
Like, you remember when we were young, we saw honeybees and birds all the time in Korea?
And they're disappearing.
Nah, it's because all the cats are killing them. All the cats are eating them.
That's also true. Yeah, these ladies... people are just keep feeding these street cats.
No, I think people just don't have an objective view of animals.
Yeah.
We always put our imprint on them.
They feel sorry for these stray cats, but they don't feel sorry for the birds that they kill.
No, but let me tell you something. If you revive dinosaur and it's a T-Rex, like knowing human history, as soon as it turned 100 and it looks at a human being wrong, we're like, euthanize that shit. And then we're going to just pump it with so many drugs. You know, but it would be fascinating, though. Because remember, like, Dr. Moreau, the movie? I mean, I think it's our, like, you're touching on our, like, primal fascination with animals.
And, you know, everything that humans are incapable of when it comes to, like, reviving them, I think AI can play a huge role in the near future. You know, every, like, missing DNA sequence, I think, like, these supercomputers and the future AI can, like, simulate them and find the right sequence to bring them back to life. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to see any of that in our lifetime. Maybe... Like
no, but hey, ZZ, no. It depends on the bird because pigeons are a group animal. You know, like, so if you're like a tiger type bird that like are singular, you're gonna get fucked by cats.
Yeah, I mean, cats don't mess with pigeons because, like we said,
pigeons are gangsters.
Gangster as hell.
You hit one pigeon, all the pigeons in town are coming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, you know, if pigeons could talk, they probably speak with like a Bronx Brooklyn accent.
No, not just that, man.
Hey, yo, Charlie, forget about it.
No, not just that, but Charlie, like, I stomped on that cat bitch right now. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, he brought a friend, and they fought each other, but us pigeons don't fuck around. No, like, listen, like, hey.
Pop the cap in his ass.
No, but in Korea, wherever there's trash, there are pigeons, but no cats. That just says everything. I bet all the, like pigeons.
We run this town.
No, I bet pigeons are on like guard mode, 6 mode. Yo, boss, we see a cat. Fucking stop that bitch. And then like
poop on it now.
No, like I have a feeling it's worse than poop. I bet they're gonna peck it to death.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I gotta be honest. I've seen cats with like one eye, like no arm. You never seen that?
Probably poked it out with its beaks.
No, I bet it's like pigeon on cat violence. Like those pigeons don't fuck around.
And remember, even humans are scared of pigeons. Have you seen Home Alone 2? Have you seen Marv's reaction when the pigeon lady threw the feed onto them? He was screaming for his life.
That's true.
You think a cat has any chance against him?
No, but do you know that the Romans, I think I told you this before, I think I told our subscribers too, the Romans thought the pigeons were sacred. Pigeons are very smart animals. Let's not disrespect them. I introduced my nephew the dinosaurs, thug bird, yeah. Fuck yeah, pigeons are gangsters. You sound like you're talking about Bird's movie by Hitchcock. Hitchcock, yeah, that's a good satire.
Oh, he must be a paleontologist when he becomes older and he loves dinosaurs. His whole room is covered with dinosaurs. I remember, I mean, kids of our generation, we were also just as fascinated, and a lot of like my buddies, they wanted to be like just like the Sam Neill character in Jurassic Park. I mean, uncovering those dinosaur bones and stuff. They also wanted to be those paleontologists.
No, but like, hey, I gotta say, they're doing fantastic work. Because let me tell you something. The reason why I love like dinosaur research is any research into like prior species than us just gives us much more knowledge about us, like how we came to be, like where does this come from, you know? Because thanks to technology, we have so many understanding of like animal behavior that is shocking, like shockingly similar to us. So I think dinosaurs are, I don't know, given how elephants are so sophisticated, and given how dinosaurs are so huge. I mean, I know people keep saying like body to brain ratio, but I bet they function in a incredibly like a similar way to us. I'm thinking.
And one thing, another great touch by Steven Spielberg in the first movie is like the moment when the raptor learns how to open the kitchen door.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love the camera work where they only show the claw of the raptor like hitting on the ground. That was also a terrifying moment. And I also, after watching it, and also after watching the third Jurassic Park, where the movie focuses on velociraptors and their intelligence, I wonder if they ever had a civilization before us. And it would be hilarious if they had like an advanced civilization with an entertainment industry just like us, and they made a movie called like Ape Park or like Homo Park, and shows us like a movie of like this young dinosaurs being chased by apes, and they're terrified. Possible. Tens of millions of years ago, people. We have no idea what happened back then.
Hey, Won-Jin, I like where you're going, but we have to retitle the podcast, man. Because, like, if you open that book, like, was Egyptian civilization the first? Was there, like, Atlantis?
You know, like, when you look at the, what are those called? The character system that they use? Hieroglyphs or something? Like, those Egyptian, like, gods, they have, like, crocodile heads and stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe they actually were crocodiles.
Shut the fuck up.
That could walk on 2 feet.
I'm sorry for my friend. Shut the fuck up, man. Fuck you, man. Like, that's like a... Listen, if you want to talk about that, we should have named the podcast What Happened Before What If? You know, it's Lost Civilization. Like,
Lost World.
No, but hey, to counter your argument, then we need, like, fossil data to show, like, other things besides dinosaur fossil. Because, you know, I think archaeology shows that humans... We still have, like, bone tools that were made, like, centuries ago. So even, let's say, iron and copper and all that decays, we still need some evidence where dinosaurs are, let's say, buried next to, like, you know how they just found a new civilization in South America through, like, satellite imaging and all that? Like, this researcher spent decades. That's amazing, by the way. So we need, like, to find, like, a world where... We see this, like, what the fuck? Why are you smiling?
I'm laughing at Uchan Hong's comment. The Moon Knight is real.
Do you think who will win in the fight against Tyrannosaurus Rex and Spinosaurus? Whoever bites first, ZZ. Whoever bites first wins. In the new Jurassic Park game, are you guys gonna, like, what's that saying? No, but to answer your question before, ZZ, fuck you, Won-Jin, for bringing that up. Fuck you, asshole. Yeah. No, but to answer your question, ZZ, about, like, whether we can coexist with dinosaurs, I don't think we can. Because, like,
that's Scott Walker's question.
Yeah, Scott Walker, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is, like, a dinosaur is, like, have you ever seen, like, I've seen a lion and a tiger caught in a cage, like, literally this big before. And I've seen it, like, this close. I was very lucky, and it smelled really bad, but a dinosaur can't exist on its own. It needs, like, the environment that it grows and flourishes in. You know what I mean? Just like a person is a child. A child is a child of the town, of the village, not just its parents.
Yeah.
So I feel like a dinosaur that is rebirthed today, like, we don't know exactly what kind of environment it was living in.
Yeah.
So it
hence Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So that's why in the movie they made that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it would take, like, Australia-sized large continent, I think, for us to do really a human experiment like that. So if you're saying, can we revive a Tyrannosaurus Rex and put it out into Africa? You know, weirdly, I think the lions will kill it. Like, I really think the lions will make this super pride, which has been documented, by the way. They sometimes become super pride.
Join forces.
Yeah.
Voltron. Yeah. Real life Voltron.
Like 60 lions will just take it down. Like, they don't understand it. Like, they probably eat it like, this is like the best meal ever. Yeah. Sorry, I mean, you guys are going back for surprise if you play the new Jurassic Park video game. Oh, yeah. I mean, the raptor and the fridge king is so iconic.
Oh, but anyways, the first movie is hands down like a legend of a movie for me.
Hey, Won-Jin. So there are, like, 6 Jurassic Park movies?
Yeah.
So let's let's rank them.
I think it's pointless to rank, like, the first original trilogy because I just don't see them as a trilogy. It's Jurassic Park and whatever the hell they are, like the other two. Yeah, the 2 sequels, I don't really consider them to be on par with the original. So I just think Jurassic Park, the original one, is the only one worth being mentioned for me.
Okay.
And the sequels, the sequel trilogy, the Jurassic World series, I think for me, the second one was the best, and then the first one, and then the last one where they brought all the original cast back. But I liked that only because I got to see the original 3 members. I mean, Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Laura, what's her name?
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
The tall lady.
Laura Dern. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's her name, Laura Dern. Yeah. Yeah, those three. That was the only thing good about it. The rest was not. I mean, like the dinosaur sequence and like surviving out in the jungle kind of theme. It didn't really. It wasn't as well executed as the sequences I saw in the second one. The second one, I liked it because it kind of gave me that terrifying feeling I had from watching the first one because of the scene where that predator like comes to hunt them down while the lava's like dripping in this confined space.
What did you think about the design of those guys though? Those genetic ones.
I kind of liked it because it wasn't as big as T-Rex, so it was still very agile, but they were a lot bigger than the raptors, the velociraptors. So I felt that they were very deadly. And I also loved the intelligence in them because they were super smart. I still remember the scene where the dinosaur kind of like pretends that it's anesthetized until the guy comes to like collect one of the teeth.
And the close up to its eye was really good too.
Yeah.
Remember, like its eyes are, you know how eyes are like signifying intelligence for us, and then it had smart eyes.
Yeah.
And then it kept flickering around.
I also love the last scene where it goes to hunt that girl by climbing on the house. But that scene kind of felt out of place because it felt more like one of those like horror children's stories instead of a Jurassic Park. But I still really liked it because of that touch.
You know, one thing about Jurassic Park is I think Apache helicopter beats them all. You know, why aren't they flying around like right away to put them down? You know, and I like ranking them. I guess for me, like the original Jurassic Park, of course, stands tall. It's a shame that it didn't become like Alien or Terminator.
Yeah.
In the sense that I thought there could have been a greater sequel there, especially if they focused on the child cast. Because those two kids, well, we call them kids, but they're probably much older than us. Those kids were amazing in the movie.
Yeah, especially I remember the scene where they think they're finally safe and they're having that Jello and the food, and then the sister, she starts shaking her hands because she saw that shadow of a raptor approaching them.
Yeah, I mean, if you could bring dinosaurs back to life, would want to see them in our countries or like America, Australia. If dinosaurs think, then how do you explain all the dinosaur sightings today and back in early there's T-Rex sighting somewhere in America and they were sighting of Spinosaurus? Well, I guess like aliens are real today, so you never know. I mean, one thing I can say, Scott Walker, is that human beings, we still don't know the full ecology of the Earth.
That's true.
We don't know all the creatures. We don't even know what's deep down in the ocean.
Yeah, in the oceans especially.
So I do think deep down in the ocean there might be something like a simulacrum to the dinosaurs, maybe.
Megalodon.
Yes. Yeah, I mean we found
giant shark.
No, but we found fossils of them, so we know that they existed before. We just don't know what their descendants look like. Maybe I don't know. Like I'm not a scientist, but we are seeing a lot of that. Man. But I would rank Jurassic Park and Jurassic World as 1 and 2. And the other ones, I would say this: the other ones I can always drunk watch.
Oh, okay, that's true. I mean, even
Lost World.
Yeah, the Lost World did have like a couple good sequences. I still remember the scene where, like, the guy is trying to save the group falling off a cliff on their trailer, and then he gets in that like brand new Mercedes M-Class, which was kind of like sponsored by the Mercedes Benz company, and he's like trying to drive the trailer. He's trying to tow the trailer out of the cliff, and then he gets attacked by a couple of T-Rexes, and then he's the gun that can put them down instantly gets caught in one of the nets, and then he gets killed off. The shocking scene I still remember is like the moment where one of the T-Rexes tosses him in the air and they split him in mid-air.
Yeah.
That was shocking for a child to watch. Yeah. It was very surprisingly violent. And then
that was a great scene.
Yeah, the trailer falls and the car falls.
That was beautiful. Watching a human split in half.
That was a good sequence.
Like weird, like cause the reason why we love aliens is we sometimes get the thrill of being a prey.
Yeah.
We like that.
It's terrifying.
But do you guys believe Megalodon, prehistoric white-eyed should still be alive? No, I don't think so. Because one thing nature is always changing. So like,
and I think they went extinct in the first place because they could not keep up with their
body.
So like their calorie requirements. They couldn't have enough food.
Yeah, because being small or being big is not. It's adaptation. So I think we don't have that anymore.
And I'm pretty sure they had too many plastic bottles floating in the ocean by now. Yeah, you think so? And they're all dying sick.
They probably had like 3 arms down there. And the 2 T-Rexes you see in Jurassic World Dominion with Rexy, the original T-Rex. No, but even we don't have to go to Megalodon because like even like sharks today, they live 200 years old. Like some sharks, especially in cold regions, where they intentionally lower their heat process. They slow down the metabolism to adapt to the cold environment. Yeah. Those sharks live like hundreds of years.
You know the sharks that give us caviar. What's it called? What are they called in English? But anyways, they also
the green sharks?
Often live up to like 100 years.
No, but we already know that they're like 200-year-old sharks. I think because it all depends on the environment. Yeah, but scientists assume they live longer than any other animal on the planet. But I don't know, though. Like, even turtles live hundreds of years, like over 100. But I guess for humans, it's about quality of life, right? Let's say we're like an icicle for 200 years. Would you want that life? Technically, then in Avengers, Captain America is like he's a senior citizen, all right. He's a centurion.
That's right.
He's literally a centurion.
More than 100 years old.
Yeah, World War I survivor. So he's a centurion. But anyway, wow, we talked a lot about dinosaurs, man.
Wow, that was like 45 minutes of dinosaur talk.
Yeah. I mean, listen, guys, dinosaurs are awesome. If you like this stuff, we can talk about dinosaurs again anytime soon, or next time we can talk about Free Willy and how killer whales are fucking dangerous.
Yeah, I mean they're fooling us with the image of this friendly killer whale, but there's a reason why they're called a killer whale.
Nah, they're not fooling us.
They're the real organized crime. They're the real killers.
No,
crime syndicates.
No, we are though.
They're gangster. Even their color. Look at that, black and white. Like they're all suited up.
No, but they're very playful too, Won-Jin.
Which is even more evil.
So what does that say about us, man?
They have fun killing.
Fuck you Egyptian motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. You ruined this cast, you. Fuck you. Oh, like, do you guys believe mermaids could be real or not? No, I don't think so, Scott Walker. I'm sorry.
And even if they are, I don't think they're as beautiful or human looking as we think they are.
I believe there might be fish that looks really odd that we haven't found yet. But hey, anyway, guys, so there's no number grade for this. Jurassic Park, I give a 10. I think Won-Jin would give a 10 too.
I would give it an 11.
Hey, so if you guys want us to talk about old movies, old franchise in this fashion, Species, I love that movie. The first one is amazing. And the lead on that movie was amazing too. Of course I have. Like I watched it like 8 times on cable, I think. Hey, so if you guys want us to talk about an old franchise or movie in this fashion and just have old fun where Won-Jin talks about lost civilization 10 million years ago and dinosaur got guns, we will do that again. But anyway, guys, we're running low on blood sugar.
We need food.
This is it's almost 10 p.m. in Korea. Big shout out to Scott Walker in Australia. I think you're about to go to bed. It's 12 p.m. over there. Good night. Luciano, thank you for joining in. I find it ironic that you first mentioned a chat when I make a pee-pee joke. I'll remember that. And then big shout out to Zessie for always staying with us. Thank you so much. And shout out to Kyla for leaving a reply again. And Jason or Jason. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Thank you for the reply.
And all our subscribers. Thank you.
Next week, we will be back with certain shows. Listen, Won-Jin, maybe we should put like a heads up on our channel or something.
Okay.
But we will come up with new things to talk about. Please, guys, can we talk about the Free Willy movies? All 3 of them, please, next week, please. Okay. Next week, we'll talk about Free Willy.
Yeah, we got to watch Free Willy now.
No, but the first... did you watch... We watched the first one.
I mean, I watched it when Bill Clinton was president. So I'm kind of hazy with what went on.
All right, we'll try to do.
And I remember that Michael Jackson song.
Yo, Scott Walker, we'll try to do at least one Free Willy, okay? Because until you told me, I didn't even remember there were 3. I remember the first one.
I remember the second one.
No, how about
I wasn't sure about the third one.
No, but thematically, don't you think we should be talking about Free Willy and Beethoven and the other ones too? Because Beethoven is also a classic around that time, right? But anyway, guys, we will be back. Hey, if you guys have like new shows or movies that you guys are watching and we haven't catched up yet, please hit us up. We will follow up through it. And just leave it on a reply. Your like. Hey, please press subscribe and like and leave a reply. Your help is so much appreciated. Thank you so much. This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I was Joe.
I was Won-Jin.
We'll see you next week. Bye. So I told George Washington that I'm Korean, but he still insisted that I pull my pants down. So I couldn't resist because, he's the first president, and I like Benjamin Franklin better, but, George Washington is still...
I say this because I declare that all men are created equal.
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
And
they made
so
that up
are their PPs.
No, but he made me pull my pants down, and then I had to explain to them that this was...
I hereby declare...
George Washington likes pee-pee.
That's the sound of Gangster Pigeon.
Did you know that his teeth were pulled from slaves? His teeth were pulled from slaves. Fresh teeth from young black slaves.
Gangster Pigeon.
And made in his teeth. Did you know that he almost cried and killed himself after he lost one of those battles? And then, did you know that Jefferson hated the other motherfucking senators? Did you know that he thought he was the shit?